Hello students. In our early lecture, we have discussed about the criticism and how to apply this practical criticism in understanding the poetry or literature. In English language, as we know, poetry is a flow. Poetry, as we have seen, to study the poetry, we have to study the themes, the musical thoughts, what are the ideas and thoughts, opinions that are expressed, what is imaginative force, visionary force, and what is the life philosophy that he want the poet wish to underscore through his poetry or through his creative art. In this sense, as we have seen, the musical thoughts means the thoughts which are flowing out of his mind, his linguistic capacity, and how he embarks on giving that thought the musical touch. If he is deeply feeling, naturally the word will spring out of his mind. The words will spring out of his imagination itself, and it is very much dear to him if he goes through reading and understanding this. So the naturally the language of the poetry will get the musical thought. It stands for the beauty of the thought it stands for. Means the thought is also a part of music, and that is what we have seen. This musical thought is very well expressed when the poetry is musical metrical. So, in what way we had to understand this meter? Meter, as we know, there are the phonology or phonetics we have already understood and studied in paper number say grammar and paper number 6. We have seen the phonology. We have vowels or syllables. Syllables, as we know, having the vowel sounds. If the sound is longer, if the sound is longer, it is stressed, and if the sound is weak, it is not stressed. So longer sounds are stressed and weaker sounds are unstressed, and that is what we have seen in phonology. The stronger words are uttered in a stronger way with a stress breath force. Okay. In the same way, we have to understand this prosody or the study of meters. It is called as a matrix. The study prosody stands for the study of music. See, in English language, the poetry and the syllables that includes in the words, we need to go through the labeling, and each pair of the syllables creating certain kind of a patterns, sound patterns, and that we see is a poetic meter. When we have seen the stronger sounds are there, it needs to be stressed. वरती स्ट्रेस मार्क द्यायचा असतो, आपण हे बघितलेलं आहे. आणि जे अनस्ट्रेस्ड आहे, जे आपण वीक समजतो ते अनस्ट्रेस्ड राहतात. आणि म्हणून जे स्ट्रॉंगर आहेत त्यांना स्ट्रेस दिला पाहिजे, ते ॲक्सेंटेड आहे, आणि जे अनस्ट्रेस आहे ते अनॲक्सेंटेड असेल. अनॲक्सेंटेडसाठी एक खून केली जाते, ॲक्सेंटसाठी आपल्याला स्ट्रेस मार्कची खून पाहायला मिळते, मार्क. ओके. म्हणून वेन अ लाईन ऑफ वर्स इज कंपोज्ड ऑफ 2 syllables that flows unaccented beat followed by accented beat. Unaccented, ओके, आणि नंतर ॲक्सेंटेड म्हणजे स्ट्रॉंग म्हणजे वीक अगोदर येईल, नंतर सिलेबल हा व्हावेल साऊंड किंवा सिलेबल हा स्ट्रॉंग येईल, तर त्यामध्ये इयांबिक मीटर असतो, हे आपल्याला समजून घ्यावं लागेल. ॲनापॅस्टिक कसा असतो, ॲनापॅस्ट काय आहे? ॲनापॅस्टचे 3 फीट असतात, म्हणजे 1 फूट तयार होण्यासाठी 3 वावल्स किंवा 3 सिलेबलचा तो 1 फूट बनेल, म्हणून 3 सिलेबल आपल्याला शोधावे लागतील, वावल साऊंड्स किंवा सिलेबल. See, anapast is also a poetic device. that define as a metrical foot. ओके 3 सिलेबल असतात. फर्स्ट 2 सिलेबल्स असतील, फर्स्ट 2 स्ट्रॉंग वावेल्स असतील, ते शॉर्ट असतील. सी अँड अनस्ट्रस्ड असतील. ओके शॉर्ट असतील. पहिले 2 जे आहेत ते शॉर्ट असतील. थर्ड सिलेबल जो असेल तो स्ट्रॉंग असेल किंवा लॉंगर साऊंड असेल. सी I must finish my journey alone. आता यामध्ये आपल्याला we need to understand that the stress marking चे जे rules आहेत that need to be followed. Okay, the stress marking rules are the stronger words means the content words only to be stressed. कंटेंट वर्ड आपण ग्रामरमध्ये अभ्यासला. नाउन्स, verbs, adjectives and adverbs. They are content words. Prepositions, articles, pronouns, determiners, these are not content words, they are close form words, and that is what we don't have to stress mark them. So I is a pronoun, so it should not be stressed. Must is a operator verb, auxiliary verb, it should not be stressed. Finish is finish. See, so it is to be stressed. See, my journey. See, my journey. My is not to be studied. Journey is to be studied. So the first sound, journey. Ni is a weaker one at the end of the word, so it should not be stressed. So journey, the sound is coming down. So journey, ja is to be stressed. Alone, is a weak form. Alone is the base word. Morphology again we have to understand. So like this we need to understand alone. This is what we have seen anapastic foot. Another difference that we can see is ductility. See the reverse pattern of ductility meter. See, the difference is that anapastic consists of 3 syllables where the first 2 are unstressed and last one is stressed. See, so how to understand this ductility? See, ductility meter is also a metrical feet, okay, containing 3 syllables in which the first one is accented and second one is unaccented syllable. See, in quantitative meter, such as the word humanly, in ductility, we put the stress on the first syllable and do not stress second and third syllable. If we try to say humanly, see, hu is to be stressed, mom not to be, li not to be. See, stressed. Ductility, it has originated as we have seen in the Greek, as you see here. See, or the example, ductility means, which means finger, because it is like a bones of human fingers. Means first a stressed and then smaller one. See, so hand or the fingers, that easily stands for the simile. Okay, see, we can compare with our hands. See, if we have 2 meters, we have diameter. If 1 foot is there, it's monometer. Diameter 2 feet. Trimeter 3 feet. Quatrains 4 feet. Pentameter 5 feet. Hexameter 6 feet. Heptameter 7 feet. Octameter 8 feet. So like this we have to understand that. जर कवितेची लाईन शेवटी एंड होत असताना जर स्ट्रेस्ड सिलेबल आलेला असेल, स्ट्रेस सिलेबलनी कवितेची लाईन एंड होत असेल तर त्याला मॅस्क्युलिन एंडिंग असं म्हटलं जातं. जर कवितेची लाईन एंड होत असताना अनस्ट्रेस्ड असेल तर त्याला फेमिनाईन एंडिंग असं म्हटलं जात असतं. आणि म्हणून ही मीटरचे काही प्रकार आपल्याला पाहायला मिळतील. पुढे आहे स्पॉन्डी आहे आणि स्ट्रोकी आहे. सी सी आता यामध्ये आपल्याला we can check, you can check, and we will find. But iambic pentameter is the most popular meter in English literature. As you might have seen, most of our poetry is written in this particular, say, in this particular meter, that is iambic pentameter. So like this we have to understand that a thing of beauty is a joy forever is a poetic line by John Keats, and it stands for the iambic pentameter. See, the examples of to err is human and to forgive divine. This is one of the poetic line that figures in Alexander Pope's The Rape of the Lock. So it is also an example of iambic pentameter. So like this you can go through the meter and you will find that how the meter has been used. At the same time, you just need to think that the stress marking needs to be given. If the stress mark is, if the stress mark, say weak forms are there, stress is not. But if the words are nouns, verbs, adjectives, and adverbs, then you have to think about the grammatical rules of the word and also the stress pattern that we have studied in our earlier so-called the beginning lectures when we studied phonology. So with this, definitely I hope you will give the good stress marking, and with this definitely you can practice this. For more clarification, you can just ask me the questions on our WhatsApp group, and then your questions will be solved. Thank you.